know that y'all are going to watch this. And I know that you know that I know. You just don't know how much I know. But I know enough. And I see enough. Y'all think that I'm slow. That I'm sweet. And very just naive and gullible. And y'all have used that to your advantage for a long time. You just don't know how much I know. I see a lot. Y'all don't like that either. It shouldn't really surprise me because y'all have never liked me. Y'all have never liked me. Forget love. You've never liked me. Your energy does not lie. Your eyes do not lie. So y'all can stop with the fake and the facades. I'm not mentally ill. I'm not on drugs. I'm not under the influence of anything. I'm not possessed by any type of demonic entities or spirits. This is just, it is what it is. And y'all are now having to wake up from this fantasy that y'all have created because you thought I wasn't going to figure it out. You thought I wasn't going to catch on. But you're being exposed. All your little secrets are coming out. Don't worry about how I know. I was genuine with you all and loved y'all in real life. And even though y'all have tried to sacrifice me my whole entire life, I still love y'all. You don't have access to me anymore. You're not going to get the version of me that y'all played on and manipulated and took advantage of anymore. That version of me is gone. Y'all don't want to face me because you know I'm telling the truth. And that music is loud. Instead of facing it, you'd rather find other ways to make it where I'm the one that's got something going on. I'm the one that's unstable. And try to get other people, these little flying monkeys, to cosign and make it appear like there's a problem with me because I'm speaking out. That's sad, man. I'm not paying for y'all's karmic debts. I'm not paying for y'all's curses. I'm not. So do what you gotta do. You feel like you need to continue to throw me under the bus? You feel like you need to continue to use me as a scapegoat like you've been doing? Do what you feel like what you gotta do. I'm gonna sit right here. And see how long it takes for any of y'all to come and repent, for any of y'all to acknowledge what it is that I'm saying. You won't. Because you don't want to. And that's fine. That's between you and God. But I am going to defend myself. I am going to make it clear that I don't have no dealings with y'all. Nope. Because y'all are not of the light. Y'all are not out here doing what you're supposed to be doing. And you want me to go along with what it is that y'all got going on. Absolutely not. And play dumb if you want to. You play dumb games, you're gonna get dumb prizes. Don't act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what it is that's going on. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just now being talked about publicly, and that really irritates y'all. It was all well and fine. It was all key behind closed doors when did nobody else outside of the family know what y'all be up to. But now the whole world see what it is and what it ain't. And that make y'all feel a certain kind of way. You should have thought about that before you did what you did. You need to go to God. I ain't got nothing else for y'all. Because, like I said, my whole life I've been genuine with y'all. My whole life I have tried to pour into you guys. Holding my breath, I guess, waiting for y'all to be genuine and authentic back with me. And I couldn't figure out for the life of me what the hang up was. Why it was so hard for there to be some reciprocity there that was authentic. Because even though I never spoke on it, I could sense it and I could see it for a long time. Y'all ain't never liked me. You ain't never really meshed with me or had a real bond with me. Why? I know not to ask why. And I know the answer already to the question. It's a rhetorical question, I'm just saying. I used to ask myself that when I was younger. I don't have to worry about it anymore because I already know why. I'm not even angry. I'm literally just getting out how I feel and expressing myself and vocalizing what it is that I'm processing, because that was definitely not allowed as I was growing up. So now in my mid-30s, I'm practicing the things that I should have been doing back then. And now I post them online. Some of them I don't, but a good portion of the things that I feel like may be helpful to other people, I do post online. And I know the internet has no clue who I am. They don't know what's going on or anything about my story. But as people continue to follow along, as more and more stuff continues to come out, it'll start making sense later on down the road. This is a level of permanence that I'm creating for myself, of documenting the things that have been going on up here for a long time, but didn't talk about it. Now I'm talking about it. And whoever comes along and stumbles across these videos, so be it. Y'all are very unhealed. I know that y'all want me to be in that energy. Y'all think that the things that y'all do to try to intimidate or trigger me will keep me in this constant state of victimhood or feeling like everybody's out to get me. And I know that that's not true. It's y'all specifically, the people that raised me, the people that I grew up around, the people that are supposed to be called my family, that have tried to sacrifice me multiple times throughout my life. For an example. And these are just the facts. This is not coming from a place of hurt. I'm talking about my lived experiences, and I have the right to do that. So, an example would be that I was ran over down the street when I was in middle school. I was ran over by a motorcycle. Did not go to the hospital. No doctor's visit. No sort of medical checkup or follow-up after that event happened. I was knocked unconscious and had severe bruising across my rib cage from the accident. Nothing was reported. Not because there were no resources to do so, not because there might have been any issues or questions about abuse or neglect. Who knows why? Wasn't taken to the hospital to be seen about. And I used to laugh when I would tell that story to other people, to my peers. I would laugh about it because it was like, yeah, I survived being ran over and being knocked out. This is just one of the stories of very traumatic childhood experiences or trauma that I experienced, that I lived through, and chalked it up like it was just like no big deal. And you hear somebody else say something like that, and people are like, oh my God, that's not right. Why is it that I didn't feel that way about myself for so long? That I was worthy or important enough to have my health taken seriously in that way. It was swept under the rug, just like the incest that I had to suffer through as a child. Swept up under the rug. Y'all have this pattern of doing this, of sweeping trauma and abuse and neglect under the rug. And then when it affects people negatively, you shun them. You say, oh, go to therapy and get help. I did. And I'm better. I'm wiser. I'm stronger now. Healthier. And now my voice is clearer. I'm able to articulate thoughts and ideas and opinions about things because I did what you said. I took your advice. I did inpatient treatment multiple times. I'm going to keep saying this because y'all keep projecting onto me that I'm doing something wrong, and I'm not. I don't have anything to hide. I don't have any problem with being vulnerable and being transparent. We've all done things. The point is, are you willing to be honest with yourself about what those things are and how you played a part in certain things? And are you willing to forgive yourself for those things? Y'all don't even want to look at it. I'm not walking around in this whatever version of me that y'all have created. That's none of my business, really and truly. I am going to protect myself though. Y'all want me to keep going along with, oh, that happened. Oh, well, sorry that happened to you. As you continue to go on and continue to be abusive and neglectful, and why would I do that? Knowing what I've been through, what I had to survive from, and stay silent and leave my progeny to be potentially subjected to that same cycle, that same generational curse. Why would I? You'd have to be off in the brain to think that that would be a valid solution to what's going on here. Because I see the patterns. Been seeing the patterns for a long time. And nobody else wants to, support the cause. Y'all want to be Ray Charles in this bitch, and I can see clear. I am a seer. I have been my whole entire life. And that makes y'all very uncomfortable. Because I can see y'all's secrets. I can see your energy, your real energy, your real intentions. It don't take much. And y'all do a lot to make it like it's not that. It's all in my head, right? It's all in my head. I'm just coming up with stuff. I'm just making this up. That's part of y'all's mind games that y'all like to play. I'm actually quite aware and highly intelligent. So I guess what I'm saying is I really can expect y'all to be honest with me about the things that y'all have hidden in the dark and have taken all these oaths to remain quiet about, because how can I expect y'all to be honest with me? You won't be honest with yourselves. You nervous now. You scared now. This ain't nothing. This is nothing compared to the judgment that you're going to have to face when God gets a hold of you. A lot of y'all don't have no spiritual protection. Like right now, you have no spiritual protection. You just out here wandering in the darkness. And you actually have somebody that could help you out, that could be of support, that could be in assistance to you, be of assistance. But y'all would rather take y'all stuff to the grave. That's your business. But don't bring nothing over here in the meantime, in between time. Because God don't play about me and mines. I don't got nothing for you. Unless you come to me in truth. Unless you are ready to really talk. There is nothing I have for you. Because y'all have made it abundantly clear how y'all really and truly feel about me. You told on yourself. Y'all take the bait every time. You just can't seem to help yourselves. You take the bait every time. And y'all gonna keep coming back here, playing this cycle out. And some of y'all will never get it. You will never wake up. You will never see it. You'll never understand what's happening and how to free yourself from this curse. So for eternity, you're going to keep doing this. This is your hell on earth. Because y'all don't really have a relationship with God. You're not really tapped in with the Most High. You out here living in sin, working for the other side. And then have the audacity to try to condemn and shame other people who are on their spiritual journey, who are going through an awakening. To try to keep them low vibing like you are, so that they can be stuck and they can be in this spirit of lack forever. We all go through things, and we have to grow through those things. The portion of y'all that just decided, well, I'm just going to give up here and just decide I'm not going to heal anything. I'm not going to expand my horizons. I'm not going to forgive. I'm not going to repent for the things that I've done and turn away from it. I'm just going to keep on. You're going to keep coming back here. This is hell on earth. This is hell. But y'all can't see it. Y'all like it. Y'all like it too much. You're too, of the world. There are lots of things that I was blind to too. For one reason or another, whether it was people trying to imprint certain things onto me, or people are trying to bind their energy and their intentions and things like that onto me. I don't woke up from all of that. I see it for what it was now. And I see what type of influence it's had, not just on me, but on the rest of the world. It's not been good. Because it was of the world. And it's perversion. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I did? I repent and turned away from those things, because I know now, after having those experiences, this is not of God. It couldn't be of God. There's no way it could possibly be of God. Because for one, look how it's making me feel. Look how it's treating me. Look how it's affecting my life negatively. Look how it is manifesting in my reality. This can't be of God. Look, there's no fruit from it whatsoever. I'm trying to force something that is not supposed to happen. And there's karma associated with that. When you do certain things, you're going against the will of God. I have to do karma too for the stuff that I do. I'm not exempt. There are things that I've had to heal from because of the choices that I made. I'm not associated with those people anymore. I'm not a part of those groups anymore. So, like I said, I made a choice to repent and to turn away. So that I could heal myself. And that's what I did. My salvation is more important and will always and forever be more important than any type of lustful relationship, any sort of promise or idea of money or fame or anything of that nature. There's no physical person that you're going to throw in front of me that's going to tempt me to throw it all away, to crash out over some man or woman. There's no alcohol, there are no drugs, there's no amount of money that you're going to be able to tempt me with to try to get me to fall off of my divine path. My vessel is quite clean and pure, and I intend on keeping it that way because I'm in full alignment with God's will, and I don't have no problem with speaking up and saying that. I am a child of God. You should be happy about that. And yet here we are. You're upset because I know who I am. I know who I am. I know what I will and will not tolerate. I have boundaries now. And you cannot silence me like you could before in the past. And you feel threatened by that. Go to God. Because that's who I work for. The only reason I get up and do everything that I do is because God makes it so. I don't work for nobody else. I am not employed by any or associated with any sort of coven, any group or sect. I'm a lone ranger over here. It's me and the Holy Spirit. And it's amazing to me. It takes all of these people to get together to try to take down a little bitty old me. Why is that? Everybody acting like I must be some sort of crazy witch or some possessed demon that is just running rampant out here. That's what you want. That's what makes you feel better at night, to help you sleep. That's what you want to believe. We all know that's not true. We all know that it's y'all that's out here messing around with the other side, letting certain spirits and entities and energies use you negatively. Your words or spells, your thoughts. You can just sit and be thinking about, I want her to die. I don't want her to be able to succeed in nothing. I want her to, whatever it is that your brain can formulate. You're allowing a spirit to use you, to use your vessel to spew out hate and evilness and wickedness onto another person. That is a spell. Even your thoughts, because our thoughts, before we even speak something, our thoughts form first. That's the first form of an idea. And because y'all are so weak-minded, you let it roll. You let it flow. You don't put yourself in check. You don't check your own ego and your own thoughts. So whatever you get up out of that by tearing somebody else down or by trying to create the demise of somebody else's life, that spirit gets to feed off of that. And you let it. And it's going to sit there and grow and grow and grow, draining you of whatever light that you have inside. Not realizing what you put out there, what you sow, is going to be what you have to reap. Y'all still ain't got that part yet. You be wondering, how is it that all these attacks are coming against you, and you still seem to be you look like you're doing all right, or you don't look like you're having that hard of a time. It's because I don't put that out on other people. I don't go around with this nasty negative attitude of hate and jealousy and dishonesty towards other folks, and trying to gain something from that. How could I? And think that God is going to bless me by doing those things? How could I think that my children are going to be protected and covered when I'm out here wishing for other people's children to be in lack and to not have? That don't even make no sense. Like it don't make any sense whatsoever. You plant bad seeds, what you think you're gonna get from that? Nothing. I'm not. I'm not. I'm just talking just to be talking. I'm not trying to help nobody see the light. Y'all done had ample time. Most of y'all older than me. Y'all done had ample time to see the light. And this is what it is. I'm just talking just to be talking. This is just a reference. This is just my progeny will see this later and will be able to take heed how they need to. Because patterns is everything. That energy is everything. Them eyes. I'm find the camera, the lens. Them eyes is everything. I plant good seeds in the work that I do and how I treat others, in being introspective and going within myself and looking at myself and facing the music for myself. Because we all still have stuff. I'm not perfect, but we all still have work to do. We're going to always and forever have work to do. And healing is not a destination of, oh, I went to therapy for a couple years and now I'm healed. It don't work like that. Healing is a lifelong journey. Just like I wasn't traumatized just from ages 5 to 6, and that was the extent of my trauma. There are going to be other things. There have been things all throughout my life. It's a constant journey of experiencing things, being aware of what's going on, processing it, getting support as we need, transforming and transmuting that energy into something more beneficial and positive so that we can not be hindered by this thing and be in this stagnant energy like a lot of y'all are. You don't like the fact that I, along with lots of others, have found it by the grace of God to overcome a lot of things that we have been subjected to, and it was not with your help. It was not because you supported us through these things. Y'all abandoned us and left us out to dry and threw us under the bus, and we still came out. And we're talking about it. Not sitting in the corner shaking and trembling like a leaf. I'm using my voice to help other people be empowered and be encouraged, and that makes you feel a certain kind of way. You could be doing the same thing as well. You choose not to. The little Rachel in me and the big version of me now have come together. And we're doing something about it. We are taking the experiences that we had and where we want to go for the future and making something out of nothing. All the things that happened were lessons, okay? We put them lessons in our pockets, and now we're on our way, with or without you. And that's the thing too, I guess, that makes it so eerie. It's like, y'all know I'm generous. You know that it's in my nature to be very giving, because I truly do want to see other people be able to have abundance. I truly believe that there is more than enough for everybody to have what they truly desire. And in my world, in my reality, if I had more than enough, of course I'm going to share it. Of course I'm going to give to my friends and my family, because why would I sit and try to hog it all up to myself when I have more than enough to give to other people, and I don't want to see anybody else go without? I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why I'm in isolation right now. Because the same very people that I would have given it all to are the ones who have betrayed me, the ones who have abandoned me, the ones who couldn't figure out a better way of giving me the knife. They had to put it in my back. And then they laughed about it to my face. They would have taken everything. I would have shared with you guys. But y'all don't respect me. You don't appreciate genuine love, you don't know what to do with it. And I respect myself enough to say, you know what? Even if it's my own parents, I'm not going to allow myself to be subjected to this type of energy. I'm not. I'm going to stand up for myself. I don't care if they don't like it. They can call me ungrateful. They can say that I'm I'm this, that, and the other. I don't care what you say about me. Y'all did not want to talk about any of this stuff way back when. And that was cool then because I was quiet. But now I'm talking about a lot of things. And you don't want things to get out. Now you want to have conversations. It's too late. Judgment is upon you. It is too late. I'll be 40 years old soon. Had I stayed quiet as a mouse like I was all this time, you would have never brought it up. You would have never made it a point to address these things. You would have never taken the time to make any of the things that you know have happened a priority because that's the way that you wanted it. Well, now the ball is in my court. I'm using what I have. I still have my mind. Because even though I went through all this stuff, I mean, we can't even get into all of it because it's too much to try to even unpack, right? It's decades upon decades of things. We can't even begin. So we won't do that here. What I'm saying is, when there were opportunities in the past to do this the right way and to make it where there was a space to transform this energy, nobody wanted to do it. So now the scapegoat, the whistleblower of the family has grown up. And I have cameras now. And I know how to use the internet. And my throat chakra is clear now. I can speak up. And even though I was fearful in the past, that fear did a lot for me. That fear taught me how to become courageous, how to be real brave in the face of adversity, which is something that a lot of y'all lack. You don't have enough courage to get up and speak the truth. Don't care who's listening or who's looking. I'm going to get up and speak the truth because I don't have nothing to hide, remember? I don't have shame and guilt weighing me down. I got my cross, and I'm carrying my cross boldly, bravely, because I know who's got me covered. I know that I am protected, and my progeny are protected as well. I'm obedient. So I picked my cross up. I released the shame and the guilt that y'all were trying to get me to carry for y'all's generational curses and said, deuces. Because it's been a long time. And ain't nobody running up here talking about this, that, and the other. Nothing. Y'all want to keep living in this world and being of it. I'm not interested. And that's my right. Don't think that you're going to intimidate me or gaslight me, manipulate me, shun me back into silence so that you can get that cozy and comfortable in your delusions. Absolutely not. I remember a lot of stuff that y'all were complicit in. I remember a lot of stuff that y'all, I know for a fact you're aware of, and you turn the other cheek. And you thought that that stuff wasn't going to come out? Y'all touched the right one. You touched the right one. Because this one here, I'm telling it all. And it's not even about you. I'm telling it because other people are going to see this and be able to learn and gain knowledge from the things that I'm saying. I hope it builds a fierce fire in their hearts to keep going if they're doing the same type of work. I hope that they are encouraged to speak up if they were debating on whether or not this is something that they should be doing. Follow your gut. Listen to your intuition, because you're not crazy, you're not wrong. That's what they want you to believe and think, that what you're doing is harmful or dangerous or in the wrong in some form or fashion, and it's not. Do not be ashamed. Do not be walking around feeling guilty. That is not yours to carry. If you know that you aren't out here doing anything that's causing dysfunction and toxicity to others, and you're speaking the truth. You out here speaking the truth and being transparent and being vulnerable, who's going to stop you? Because that humility, okay, that's it.